What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mr. P here, and now that the North America showing of Dragon Ball Z Revival of F is now over, I'm going to be doing a review of it. First off, it was amazing. Okay, it was so good. Like, when, when at the beginning part, when there was like the whole quiz thing, which by the way was really easy. I don't understand how they didn't get it, except for that last question, which was really annoying. Because I thought it was 103 and it was 79. But anyway, during that part, everyone was just so hyped, and then when it started, everyone was just like, ah! And it was so cool to just be with a bunch of other Dragon Ball Z fans, maybe not even Dragon Ball Z fans, but anime fans watching this movie that has been so hyped up, and everyone's like, oh my god, Dragon Ball Z Revival F. Like, everyone's just so excited, and just you feel the excitement. You would feel the excitement in the theater just when you were there, and it was so that made the experience even better. So, first off, one I'm gonna talk about plot holes, or just one thing. So when they brought back Frieza, which by the way was an awesome scene, and they had the music. Oh my god, it was such a good movie. Um, he said if after like all this stuff, he killed what's his face, the guy. You see the picture all the way on the right. I forget what his name is because he was kind of irrelevant. But when they kill, after he kills him and like blows a hole in the ship or something, he says if I train for 4 months, I can reach a power level of 1.3 million. And everyone is so confused. And it was I'm still confused. Although I was watching some other people's reviews about this movie, and I saw a comment, and one of them said Frieza said 1.3 billion. But everyone thought he said million, and the reason why this is so surprising, you may not know, but Frieza's power level when he was in his second form on Namek was about 1 million, and when he was fighting Goku at full power, it's 120 million. So the fact that he said I can reach a power level of 1.3 million is um, kind of unimpressive. But he may have been saying billion, but I think they're past the billions now. I think their power levels are way high. Another plot hole that didn't make any sense was when Sorbet, little blue guy, um, on the left, bottom left, when he said that the red alien, he's not in the poster. I forget what his name was. And he said he was as strong as Zarbon and Doria in their prime. And when he was fighting Piccolo, and Piccolo was having trouble, although Piccolo's like about as strong as Cell, I think, like perfect Cell, which may be a little stronger after the all the time stuff, all the time gap stuff. So this, I was so confused. I was like, how are you not just punching with one punch, just beating them? Uh, but that was my only problem with that scene. The rest of the scene where they were fighting all the soldiers was actually a really good scene, and we got to see Jocko for the first time. And I was expecting him to be a little stronger, actually. Uh, I may have been. I was kind of disappointed in how strong he was because he's supposed to be the Galactic Patrol. But other than that, he's some good comic relief. I can't wait for them to put him in Dragon Ball Super, and then that will be great for because we have Roshi, we have Oolong. I'm not actually gonna go into Dragon Ball Super right now, but that scene was really good, and we saw Gohan go Super Saiyan 2. Everyone thought it was Super Saiyan, but it was Super Saiyan 2, just because he didn't have the lightning. You knew it was Super Saiyan 2 because he had like the spike in the front of his head, and his hair went up. When Gohan goes Super Saiyan, his hair doesn't go up; it just turns blonde. So, fun fact for all you guys. Sorry, I just hit my headphones. That might have made a sound on the mic. So, for everyone who thinks it was Super Saiyan, it wasn't. It was Super Saiyan 2. Lightning does not define Super Saiyan 2. Uh, what's the next point? What's the next? Just the next part of the movie. So after that scene when Goku, and then you see Goku and Vegeta planning on training on Beerus and Lisa's planet. I got some mucus. Um, I like when they were training with Whis and Whis said, "I don't think at all before I move." And when you saw Vegeta or you saw Goku and Vegeta thinking way too much, And I like the way that they're having Whis train them, and of course it's in return for great snacks, which is funny because Whis is a sucker for sweets, sucker for sweets. And I like the way that they're having that develop, and Whis is. He also pointed out their weaknesses, which I don't want to go over because it wasn't. I mean, it was a big part of the movie, but I'm just not gonna go over them. There's some woman in the background. I don't know if you can hear her. She's really loud. So I like the way that they're having Whis train Goku and Vegeta and all the stuff he's saying, and you find out like even Beerus hasn't mastered uh, not thinking before you moving, and Whis' body just reacts, which I thought was actually really cool. And then they had the scene where something that surprised me, and I still don't get it, is that Whis and Beerus don't have a way to like instant transmission like Goku does. Or they and they don't. I don't even know if they know about it. I'm assuming they know about it because Goku did it, but they didn't like question what it was or say, "Hey, can you teach me that? It's really convenient." Like they were just like, "Oh, look, he's instant transmissioning." I guess that's how you say that. Yeah, and then which actually really surprised me. Then the fight with Frieza, that was some awesomeness. So, or any of you guys who didn't see the movie, I feel bad for you. I'm sure it's probably out online by now. I'm not gonna link it in the description because no, I don't want the video to get taken down or something. Uh, the fight with Frieza was really, really good and really well done. The animation, and in Battle of Gods, the way they did the CGI with Goku and Beerus, I didn't really like it. But this time, they did a really good job of mixing the CGI and the animation, uh, and that was really exciting because I was like, oh, they're really learning how to do this. And when you see Goku and Frieza fighting, like not at full power, just like or not transformed at all, uh, and Goku's just kind of beating him, just like, hey, yo, Frieza, I'm gonna just punch you here, 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 and here. But I like how when they transformed and Goku went Super Saiyan, got Super Saiyan. I hope that's not the actual name, even though there hasn't really been a real name pinned on it. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not. It aggravates me. I'm not going into it. And then Frieza, when you see Frieza transform, he just kind of mollywops Goku. He just kind of mollywops him, and then they see that his weakness is his power is draining. So Vegeta wants to tag in, and then Goku, and there's a whole fight scene. Um, and it made me wonder, like, if Frieza trained for 4 months or 6 months or whatever it was he said 4 months, but he came back 6 months later, which I don't know. Uh, he if Frieza had been training since he was a child, I mean, he was. I think the only time he's actually trained was with his parents, because he's talked about. He said his mom and his dad were like really brutal on him or something, but after that, like he never trained, or maybe he didn't train. Maybe he might have been born with that. I don't know. That's another plot hole in of itself. But they, if Frieza had been training since he was born, the power level of 530,000, he would probably be he would be able to control that golden form incredibly well. Like it wouldn't even take him any effort. Two, it'd be incredibly strong. Three, he may have even done like another form that wasn't golden. Like maybe he just kept his old form, but or maybe he didn't because he wanted himself to be flashy, which would have been I don't know. That's cool. Um, so he would be at like a Beerus level, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher actually. Because of 4 months, how long has Frieza been alive? He's been alive longer than Goku has, and it took Goku years to even get up to where Beerus is, and he needed the Super Saiyan God transformation, and he needed Super Saiyan to beat Frieza, which is quite like, how strong is Frieza? Now I want them to make a spin-off about Frieza and he trains, and then Molly Wops, Beerus, and Whis. Even though that will never happen, because tier. Uh, yeah, so the fight was really good. The CGI and the animation they did was really good. Uh, the one thing I didn't like was how at the end when Whis just like turned back time and Goku just killed him. I also don't understand when Frieza was about to blow up the planet and Vegeta had the energy beam hit aimed at him. When he like screamed, Vegeta like pulled it back and just stood there and watched in horror as he blew up the planet. I don't understand why he didn't just shoot him there and then it would have been fine. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that has been my review of Dragon Ball Revival of F, Fukatsu no F, whatever you want to call it, if you're Japanese or American, or you're American or Japanese and you just want to call it the other name. That's fine. I don't care. Uh, let me know your thoughts about this movie in the comment section in the comments, and I will read them and maybe respond to some of them. And leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. So, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.